This is My Québec City, and literally, this is My Québec City, because this is my episode. My name is Kevin Botero, and I'm the new producer of My Québec City. I was challenged to make an episode about myself, and I thought, okay, I can do that, but what am I going to talk about? Because it's hard to talk about yourself a bit, it's like, where to start? And then I thought, got it, vibes. I'm going to talk about vibes. So I'm different than a lot of Anglophones who moved to Quebec City, in the sense that I came here not for a full-time job or relationship or school, but simply because I wanted to. I can't remember exactly when my love of Quebec City started. It was at least 2008, because I remember back then I wanted to move here, and I didn't until 2023. And to be honest, I don't know why. Now obviously, Quebec City is an amazing city. Beautiful, vibrant, historic. But I guess it might have just been because I was an English Canadian who was intrigued by here. It's such a unique city and province and culture, and maybe that's all it was, I don't know. But yeah, and so a couple of years ago, I needed a change. And I thought to myself, you know what, I should give it a shot. And I was working from home at the time, so I was able to take that work with me. And also at the time, I reached out and got the opportunity to work for the Quebec Chronicle-Telegraph, a weekly for the English-speaking community. And at that time I thought, okay, now it makes sense. Work from home, got this opportunity in the city. The window has opened. Kevin, if you don't go now, you will regret it forever. And so I did. Okay, I should back it up and tell you about myself. So, I kind of have a split life, in the sense that I was born and raised in Ontario, but as an adult, for the most part, I've lived in the Maritimes. And 2.5 years ago, I came to Quebec. What are the vibes? Okay, for leisure activities, big sports guy. I play softball and hockey, both at Peps, and a bit of basketball at QHS. Love going to Rempart, Capitale, and Rougeau games. Die-hard music guy. Love going to see local music. Shout out to the underground scene. I do a fair amount of volunteering with the Wellness Center at Jeffrey Hale, weed driving, Christmas hamper campaign, other stuff. I felt that was important to get to know the city and meet people too. Like, it's not only just good for the soul, good for others, but what a great way to get to know people and just be a good member of the community. Explore the amazing city that this is, walk around, discover new things, check out things you haven't checked out yet. That's what it's all about. So when I came here, my level of French was pretty basic. Like, when I came to Quebec City as a tourist, I could get around. I could read signs, order food, but I couldn't have a conversation to save my life. Now I can, so that's cool. Honestly, super enriching. It's a skill I always tell people to never take for granted, if they have it. Since I've been here, I've taken every type of schooling. Private, public at Université Laval, Francisation, and they've been great. But one thing I find when it comes to learning, liking the subject matter is going to be a big help. Because it'll keep you interested, right? So like, say if you like crime dramas on TV, watch a French one, and then you'll be more invested, you'll like the subject matter, and you'll learn better. It's not something that you're just like, sitting there like eyes glazed over, and you're not retaining anything because it's just not hooking you. I'm not an expert, but I can play one in a podcast. So my time in Quebec City has been, for the most part, everything I'd hoped. Like, I love the city. I love my life here. It's not always fun. Sometimes it's actually quite frustrating. But the vibes are, for the most part for me, immaculate. I live my life. I have friends. I do things. There's a great sense of happiness and pride. And for my work, if you're wondering how I got to come here, I do freelance web design, social media, writing. Now I'm doing podcasts with Vex, so that's fantastic. I've also begun volunteering at CKIA, the radio station, just for even more time in a professional French-speaking environment. And as a bonus, much like doing these podcasts actually, it's a return to my professional roots because I worked in radio back in the day. I did leave the QCT after a year, but a huge shout out to them, man, for giving me that last push I needed to make a dream come true. My goal and my hope is to be in Quebec City for a very long time, if not forever. I hope that for however long you're here, and for whatever reason you're here, you have those good vibes too, because through the good and the bad, this is Quebec City. This is it. That's what Samuel de Champlain said when he came in 1608. He said, "This is it." Okay, catch you in the next episode with a guest who's not me.